One of the most common questions I get asked is, what size trolling motor do you need for your boat? And the simple response or answer is, use the largest trolling motor or get the largest trolling motor that you can afford. I like a great big large 60-inch shaft, 109-pound thrust, 36-volt trolling motor, this motor guy that I've got here. And the reason for that is I fish a lot in the big wind and you fish long, long days. You don't want to underpower your boat with a trolling motor that doesn't have power. Get the largest pound thrust you can. What'll happen is, that way on a windy day or even a day that's not windy, you can run your trolling motor on a lower speed all day long. If you run out of battery power early in the day, you won't be able to make that precision boat control later in the evening when the muskies are on the bite. So when you go to get a trolling motor, think about power and get the most powerful trolling motor you can afford.
Then I went to the food bank, got all this shit, walked it all the way across the city. That took about an hour. I am fucking beat, man.
If you run out of battery power early in the day, you won't be able to make that precision boat control later in the evening when the muskies are on the bite.
Oh, I gotta go down and panhandle, get some more cash. I gotta fucking get some winter gear going here. It's snowing. I don't know if you can see here. We got a little dusting on the ground. So I gotta get some winter shit going here. I think I'm gonna tough this out into the winter for a while. I'm kind of liking this. Living off the grid, just like Jesse.
But the people are finally waking up and looking for leaders outside the two-party system. This show is for people who agree with Thomas Jefferson when he said, dissension is the greatest form of patriotism. I'm Governor Jesse Ventura, and this is Off the Grid. Here are my 5 stories big media doesn't want you to hear. Let's go to our Grid Command Center. My vigilant producer, Alex Logan. Hold on, Alex. I'll get to you in a second. Before we get to 5 stories, though, I want to welcome everybody to Off the Grid. Jesse Ventura, former governor of Minnesota, former mayor of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, former United States Navy veteran. I am now off the grid. Why? It's the only way I can talk to you freely and speak my mind without government-run mainstream media getting in the way.
No, this is all right, man. Finding a way to live outside of society. Society's gonna fucking do that to me. I'm just at the library. Just wanted to do some shit on there I can't do on my phone, but I was telling the librarians about this because a couple of these retard stalkers came in and got on computers next to me. Actually, the whole place was open, and the librarian puts me right beside one of them, so we can sit there and look at my screen like, no, can I have a computer with some elbow space, please? Anyway, I tell them about this, and sir, don't swear. A cabbie tried to fucking run me down. Yeah, sir, don't swear. That's all these people fucking say, man, here. They don't care what you tell them. They're not listening to you, like, they don't give a fuck, man. You know, what is it with people in Ontario? Every little fucking thing you do in this province, there's always some fucking retard that wants to complain. And sorry, that irritates me. I'm from Ontario and I'm a fucking retard, like. It's everywhere you fucking go in this retard fucking province, man. There's always somebody fucking bitching at you. You don't even do that. I don't even interact with people in this city. I have my fucking roommate bitching at me. I got this fucking cunt in here fucking bitching at me. I haven't even fucking engaged anybody in conversation yet today. Like, a couple people, but they weren't retards like this, like. I don't know, if you ask me, like, I don't know, sometimes I feel, just get out of here. These people fucking deserve it for their ignorance, man. They don't even want to hear about it, like. What the fuck? Anyway, the hunt continues. Fuck. Is it the fluoride in the water that makes these people so stupid, Blake? Like, I mean stupid, Blake.
No way. That's great. We landed on the moon!
Stupid. Fuck.
Here it is, guys. My new book, The True Story of Fake News, How Mainstream Media Manipulates Millions. In stock on Amazon.com, or you can download it onto your tablet from any of the major ebook stores. It covers the rise of the fake news phenomenon and why it happened right after the 2016 election, as well as the history and power of propaganda and mainstream media and their ability to set the national agenda, to frame stories in certain lights, to build mountains out of molehills, and to lie by omission. Of course, it covers censorship on social media, including the ramifications of Facebook becoming really what amounts to the ultimate middleman in media. Not to mention the issues with Twitter, with YouTube, and with search engines like Google, and supposed encyclopedias like Wikipedia. So much stuff in here. Oh, by the way, have you heard of the Sun Valley Conference? That's covered in here too. It's basically like the Bilderberg meeting for media, where every July, all the major media moguls and tech titans, now that the tech companies are essentially media companies, all meet in Sun Valley, Idaho for a weekend conference just to discuss coordinating terms of service, acquisition deals, and setting the media agenda for the coming year. Oh, and top CIA officials are always in attendance and often keynote speakers. Why is the CIA meeting with all the heads of all the major media and tech companies every summer? You'll see. This blows the lid off all the most despicable fake news stories from all the major news networks. And it shows you a lot of the stories that they don't like to cover and explains why certain stories like anti-white hate crimes, which according to the mainstream media just don't exist. It's not in stock in most stores, so you'll have to get it from Amazon.com. In about 3 or 4 months, it might be in stores. It just depends on what happens with the purchasing agents at Barnes & Noble and all these other stores, so it's a whole other issue. So you'll have to get it from Amazon, or you could go to your local store and they can order it in for you, and then they'll have it for you in about a week. And of course, you can download it onto your tablet from Kindle, iBooks, Google Play, or Nook in most of the countries around the world. If you love my videos, I know you're gonna love the book. There's only so much information I can put into a 3, 4, 5-minute video. So the book is basically like hours and hours and hours of non-stop data. There are almost 900 footnotes. It's 330 pages. And like I said, it took me almost 2 years to complete. I'll give you a little bit of insight here into what it took to put this thing together. Most people don't know what it takes to write a book. It's not like writing a term paper in college where most people just kind of put it together and maybe hit the spell checker once and then print it out and hand it in. There's a lot of work that goes into writing a book. And so here's some of my rewrites. What you do is you write the first draft, you print it out, and then you sit and go through it with a pen very slowly and keep adding things and changing things. And then you have to enter those changes back into the Word file. And then you do that again and again and again. And then it just keeps growing and growing and changing. And so here are some of the rewrites from my first draft, so you can just see how much it grows and changes as the work continues to get polished up over time. I'm really curious how high we can get this thing to go on Amazon's bestseller list, so let's find out, shall we? Click the link in the description below. It'll take you to the Amazon page. I appreciate your support. I know you're gonna love it. For those of you who get it, I hope that you'll write a quick review and rate it for me on Amazon. That'll help offset the trolls, which undoubtedly will go and give it 1-star reviews, even though they haven't even bought it, haven't even read it, which they always do to all of my books. So thanks again for your support, guys. The true story of fake news is here.
See him mopping over there? There he is.
Right back in the fucking face. 2 of them work here on the same shift. That's a little fuck. Has purple hat on over at Boston Pizza. watching the coffee before they push you. I think they did the one that I started feeling fucked up after the coffee here one night.
Hey, Harry, old buddy, old pal. Yeah? Will you join me in a good luck toast before you head out? Oh, sure thing. Whatever you think will help your chances. Yes, sir. You know why I like you, Harry? Because you're a regular guy. Yep. That's why I want you to stay regular. 1/2 teaspoon for fast, effective relief. To my friend Harry, the matchmaker.
Get out of here. I've.
They have other trigger words they're not fucking thinking of. Anyway, just rocking out, rolling out. There's one right there. The whole pack's working there too. There she is. I hate everything about you. I hate everything about you. This means war. Give it to me. This means war.
Well, as you can see, looks like winter's finally here. The temperatures are supposed to go up, which is nice, but whew, windy as fuck. It's like midnight. I'm gonna head home here, reading the fucking Satanic Bible and learning how fucked up these people truly are. Alright. Show you something out of this book. Something that I seen today. Like I seen they were talking about candles. I got pictures in my Google page on Fishing Mission Google page. They had candles right up Princess Street at an intersection leading right up to the cop shop. I don't know how much candles there were there, but
Yeah.